There are a lot of people talking about the Cardano hard fork, but what does it actually mean for the world of crypto? Well, that all depends on your perspective of what is valuable in the space. ADA has been one of the most talked about and hype projects in cryptocurrency over the last 2.5 years. The question is, will this hard fork ultimately put more money in your pocket if you're an investor in this project? And the answer might just surprise you. Today, we are going to be taking a look at the hottest crypto news from the week, including the Cardano hard fork, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse saying XRP cannot beat Bitcoin, a mysterious move by a crypto powerhouse could signal a break with TRON, Binance possibly getting shut down, and some very surprising IOST news. Let's get it. Hello and welcome to BitBoyCrypto, your one-stop shop for all things related to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I make videos on this channel pretty much every single day at this point. If you like what you hear or see, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell to turn on notifications. We're one of the fastest growing communities in crypto and would love to have you as a part. Now, if you'd like to take the conversation even further, please make sure to join my Telegram group, the Bit Squad. All right, guys, so we haven't done a news video in a while, but there are some important things going on in the space that I think you need to know about. But let's get started with the hottest news out there right now, which is the Cardano hard fork. Now, hard forks are usually contentious battles between developers and miners. The most famous hard forks are Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, and actually Ethereum. Ethereum itself is a hard fork from the old chain, which is now called Ethereum Classic. These forks all did damage to their communities as they pitted one side against another, splitting the communities in half. But this Cardano hard fork is actually much different than the previous versions we've seen. This was a planned fork by the development team, and it's not going to create a separate currency like ones in the past. If someone tells you that they have a currency from this hard fork, they're probably trying to scam you. Basically, this fork was done in order to prepare Cardano for the Shelley phase of their roadmap. And that's the next stage for Cardano as a whole. Cardano's roadmap is laid out much differently than many other projects. Instead of a traditional timeline, it's laid out into different phases, each of which is named after a famous scientist, author, or philosopher. The Shelley phase involves decentralization and is when the actual mainnet of Cardano is launching. You can think of a mainnet launch as the moment in time when a network is able to take off the training wheels and become fully operational. So, is this a good thing for ADA holders? I would say the answer to that is yes and no. Yes, because it does show that the project is finally moving ahead. Investors who've been skeptical about the speed of Cardano's roadmap may feel more inclined to jump into the project, which, of course, would subsequently increase prices. On the other hand, the launch of a mainnet does open Cardano up to a new level of criticism. For instance, TRON and EOS both have had their platforms criticized for decentralization issues after they launched. And of course, those attacks have brought on a lot of FUD for those projects, or fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But overall, I'm glad to see Cardano moving forward. And as the bull run has begun, the timing really couldn't be better for Cardano, and I can see this project getting big price increases soon. Now, if you're a fan of XRP, then you're definitely going to want to hear this. This week, Brad Garlinghouse appeared on CNN with Julia Chatterley to discuss the crypto space and questions about whether or not Ripple is going to hold an IPO and go public. This was a very interesting interview, but the thing that I found the most intriguing was when Garlinghouse himself discussed the idea of crypto supremacy, basically which coin will rule them all. According to the CEO, Bitcoin is not in direct competition with XRP. And I think that this is something that the XRP community needs to hear. This is your fearless leader telling the community that it's okay to support Bitcoin. In my opinion, if Bitcoin were to fail, it could destroy the entire space. And of course, I feel that that is very unlikely, or else I wouldn't be doing this for a living. But if Bitcoin succeeds, then it's good for all cryptocurrency. And XRP is in the driver's seat to reap the most benefits from Bitcoin succeeding. Speaking of driver's seat, check out this ad that was spotted in England just this week. Good for Ripple in pushing ahead with marketing. Garlinghouse was also pressed by Chatterley about some quotes that he made regarding Ripple's possible IPO. He basically said nothing at this point is guaranteed regarding an IPO for Ripple. He believes that he was misquoted by many people when he was discussing an IPO, and it's not definitely going to happen, but it could. Right now, the company is valued at $10 billion, so if you're looking to invest in Ripple the company instead of XRP, you may be waiting a little longer, but it could be a good investment. Interesting news coming yesterday from TRON as Tether, or USDT, cashed in on $300 million worth of its stablecoin on the TRON network. This was more than 1/3 of all TRON USDT and has left people scratching their heads. USDT swapped the TRON for more Ethereum. With this news spreading yesterday, TRON has not made any official statements on the matter. Over the next few days, we may find out a lot more about the situation. But as of right now, this is shrouded in mystery and we don't know why. Conspiracies are running wild and people are speculating that $300 million worth of TRON could potentially get dumped on TRX holders very soon. USDT currently operates across 4 platforms and has only been on the TRON network for less than a year. While some are saying that this is a troubling sign for TRON, personally, I'm going to wait to find out the official story before jumping to conclusions. But the biggest panic story of the week involved Binance getting outed as not holding a license to operate in Malta, the country in which most people believe it operates. People all over social media have been freaking out, and there were false rumors circulating that Binance was going to get shut down. Okay, well, maybe I started the rumor. It was meant to be a sarcastic tweet. I think there is an idea that cryptocurrency is fragile, and that was basically what I was mocking. Binance is not in any danger of shutting down. They're a multi-billion-dollar company, and this news was really just a shock value article. The long and short of it is what this article is saying is that Binance is currently not being regulated by the Maltese government. There are no quotes or statements by the Malta regulators in this clickbait article that indicate that Binance is in any trouble or in violation of any laws. They did say that they will check and see, but there's no indication that there's any wrongdoing. CZ was quick to come out on Twitter and basically dismiss the article, saying that there has never been a license in Malta held by them. And in my mind, all of this bureaucratic licensing mumbo jumbo is one thing we're trying to stop with decentralization. There's too much red tape around the world that is only meant to fatten the pockets of government officials. Yes, some regulation is definitely necessary across the world, but most of it's nonsense. Binance is a decentralized operation according to the company's PR team, and it's actually unclear where the company's true headquarters are. Speaking of Binance, we had some interesting news regarding Binance and one of my favorite projects, IOST. Binance Futures is going to launch IOST Tether perpetual contracts with up to 50x leverage. Now, please keep in mind, when a margin trading site says 50x leverage, that means that's the max in which you can trade. It's always much safer to trade with less leverage, specifically 2 to 3x. Now, I'm going to say this clearly. Trading with 2 to 3x leverage is very safe. Your chances of being liquidated or losing all of your money is very low. It would take a massive price movement to liquidate you. But once you get above 3x, leverage trading becomes riskier and riskier the more that you increase the leverage. 50x trading is basically betting on an inside number on a roulette table. If you've ever done that, you know the chances of winning are very low. If you're interested in low leverage trading, then you can try it out with Bybit and get some money for free by going to bybit.bitboy.live. But of course, be very careful. And please, if you're a beginner, make sure you start out with very low leverage and learn how to do it before you try more advanced trading. But the good news for IOST is that Binance is promoting its involvement with IOST to include futures and leverage trading. If you're unaware, I run a block producing node for IOST, and if you invest in IOST, you have the option to freeze your tokens and vote for my node. If you do that, as of right now, you would be getting a 15% annual return. This comes in the form of daily rewards, but the bulk of the rewards comes once per quarter. So now is your turn. What do you think about these stories and their impact on the space? Drop your comments below and let me know if there are any other stories that have caught your eye this week. Also, please make sure to smash the like button for me. And please hit the subscribe button to join my community, and make sure that you click the bell for notifications. We are one of the fastest growing communities in all of crypto right now, the Bit Squad, and we would love for you to be part of what we're doing in this channel. We are basically a community of people trying to help each other out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a blessed day. BitBoy out.